Good morning, class. I had chapter 6. I'm doing my analysis and my take on teaching chapter 6, which chapter 6 was fun and glamour through smoking, drinking, and drugs, entertainment media portrayals of substance abuse. Know the facts, the glamourations of substances. Most research focuses on adolescents, and what they have found that tobacco is less used in media now because now we have rules and regulations, but it also has the most influence over adolescents. And also, drinking is the most commonly thing that you see. Like, you see drinking a lot. I can think about my own TV shows that I watch. I watch The Vampire Diaries, and that has a lot of drinking in it, but yet it doesn't have as much influence on younger adults or adolescents. But they tend to think that the effects of drinking, they think it's less if they see it in movies and TV shows a lot. One thing that really stuck out to me while I was teaching this chapter was how I can really see this in my real life, and I can think about times as when I was a child, and I can think about times even now as a young adult, where things like this definitely do influence us. I can think about the show Euphoria. Euphoria is a good show and a prime example of this. We have a character who's in a relationship, she's doing these drugs, she becomes an addict. Some adolescents and some people can relate to her, and that is the most perfect media example I can think of when I think of how media portrays substance abuse. Another one I thought about was, of course, Snoop Dogg. He is known for marijuana. He is known for smoking. He gets brand deals from marijuana companies. So we can see it even in music, TV shows, movies, basically our whole pop culture. And so that was what was really fun for me during this chapter, was really researching this and getting actual facts about this and going out and finding topics and articles that talk about this, because to me this was a fun topic. I mean, it even says it in the chapter, fun and glamour through media portrayal. That was a big one that stuck out to me. Substances that they talked about a little but didn't really go into were some like crack cocaine and things of that sort. We have a lot of data on marijuana, we have a lot of data on tobacco, we have a lot of data on alcohol. There is data on other substances, but it's less likely for people to do them, which I thought was interesting because, what we see in media, we have a saying in one of my things, what we'll see is what we'll be, what they'll see is what they'll be. So if we're seeing people, glamorize these substances or glamorize drinking, we would think it is normal, in which research found people do think it's normal when they see it in music and they see it in TV shows. And I think that's a big reason why federal laws limited how much tobacco products can be showed in a show. That it basically can't be anything that's name brand, like Marlboro. They can't really show that in a show. And I understand why, because that would, if your favorite character smokes, wouldn't that want you to make you want to smoke too? If your favorite character drinks Bacardi, would you want to drink Bacardi? So it's things like that that really are impressionable on a young person's mind, impressionable on people that do this. And even in my pictures, I use stuff from pop culture that people would know. I use stuff from Friday. Everybody should know about the movie Friday. And I use stuff from Cadillac Records or Beyonce's Drunken Love. These are all glamorizations of alcohol and tobacco and substances we see in our media. So in my conclusion of my chapter 6 and me being a teacher, I really hope that y'all take from what I taught that, this is real life. What we're reading about in this book and what we're seeing, I can relate it back to my own life, so I know you guys can relate it back to your life. And what does that make you think about? What does it open your mind to expand and think about? Thank you so much. I am Caitlin Baxter, and I am your teacher for chapter 6.